I'm Evan Mendez, CEO of Southern Kisses Dispensary.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your girl Gisette with Smoke&Notes podcast. Today we have a special guest with us, Mr. Jalen. He in the house.
Yes, just Jalen.
All right, Jalen. So why don't you let everyone know where you're from?
Okay, I am from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, originally. But
Sweet.
I've been in Houston a long time. Like probably, I think I came here and started fifth grade, so I've been here for a while.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. See, I didn't know that. I had no
nobody
idea that
knows
you were
that.
from there.
Nobody knows that. That's why I started with the okay. Yeah.
So what part of Houston are you from? Well, you say you've been here forever.
Okay. Well, when I first got to Texas, I was really in Galveston County for a while.
Oh, okay.
And then basically, staying with my mom and stuff, we kept moving north. So I've been through like Hiram Clark. I've been like in Webster for a minute. And then we ended up here in Spring. I went to Westfield and Decaney, and I've been around there ever since. Like,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
So why don't you let everyone know what it is that you do?
Okay. Oh man, where do I start? Honestly, I do everything except DJ. Like that's about the only thing I don't do. I mean, I always tell people that I don't really like titles because I do so much,
Mm-hmm.
and people I do engineering, like that's what pays the bills. So I'll record for people. I've been doing that a
Oh,
while.
see, I didn't know you did engineering. I
That's
thought
how
all you
I
did was like. Well, I saw you do piano, so I know
Mhm.
you play piano.
That was the first thing I ever did musically. In like 6th grade, I started like learning
You do
piano
like
and stuff for
piano, and
myself.
you make beats, don't you? Too, because I saw that.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Wow. It's because I
I
kept
just
putting my phone in do not disturb and,
it's all good.
over on and off again. My bad. That was my mother.
Um
Mom, call later, okay?
Nerd props. Just my mom, guys.
But yeah, I started with piano and because I always like my grandmother was a music teacher. I always really connected with music. And
Okay.
I probably before music, the big thing for me was probably like theater. I was doing a lot of theater in middle school and stuff like that, like the UIL performances. Like I brought trophies to the schools I was at and stuff. Like,
Hey.
but I got off into playing piano and I taught myself that for a while and then it just kept growing from there. Like I knew I could do more.
Right.
So I ended up making beats and when I first started it was just like I liked layering sounds and stuff. Like I had a lot of like musical knowledge and I would just make beats and stuff and they were like really cinematic. Like, I
Uh
didn't
huh.
I didn't go with the intention for like people to rap over them or anything
Mm-hmm.
like that. Like I just wanted to make sound and build stuff and that turned into me trying to learn how to make it for artists, make beats and stuff for artists, and I do it every now and then now, but as it kept growing I wanted to make my own music and stuff like that. So
Right.
almost everything except one song that I have out right now is all my own beats. And
Shit,
yeah.
that's fucking good. So how old were you when you realized you can sing?
Okay, now the singing, that's probably what came last, honestly. I mean, I really just chalked it to like the music knowledge and I knew how to carry a note. I knew like my A B C D E F G all that type of
Mm-hmm.
stuff and probably I want to say 2016, 2017 I started and trying to make songs and I taught myself how to record and that's how I ended up engineering. I had like friends
Mm-hmm.
like shout out Fendi Worldwide. I had friends like him who really like just brought me around other people and was like,
Yeah.
okay, let's make a song and other people were there and it just kind of grew from there. He showed me I can make money doing it and engineering and stuff like that and I got really good at it.
Who are
I
some of
kept
your
going.
influences, I should say?
Yeah.
As far as like
Anything.
okay,
Or like what inspires your music?
what inspires my music? I'm trying not to have a really like my okay. I, I draw a really, really like thin line with like confidence and being cocky. A lot of the stuff I say comes from me knowing myself and my musical background.
Yeah.
So honestly, a lot of stuff I'm working on is just me knowing who I am and what I can do. I want to be
Mm-hmm.
able to show people what I can do and what I know. Like and on top of that, just the main thing would be just expressing yourself. I feel like at my age and what I do and my genre and stuff, a lot of people aren't really touching that. A lot of people feel certain ways and they don't know how to really talk
Well,
about it
see,
or
I
express it.
feel like what I've listened to, I feel like your music is a lot about like love and heartbreak and like just personal. And I feel like for me personally, like I can relate to that
Yeah.
better than money, cars, clothes, and hoes, you know? So I love his music.
But at the same time, I listen to a lot of that stuff. I love a lot of that stuff. And I mean, eventually I'm going to evolve and kind of expand to where I can express things kind of more in the mainstream kind of nature and that kind of stuff, but in my own certain way, you know?
Is there anybody you looked up to in the music industry, like growing up as a kid?
As a kid, let's see. Man, I think as far as like instrumental stuff and stuff like that, because when I think about like as a kid, that's what it started with for me. It was just like I liked sound, you know. I wasn't too worried about like um lyrics or anything like that really. So we got people like Phil Collins, like, you know,
Nice.
virtuosos, like, you know, people like that. Like it really helped me and elevate me. Like I like movie composers like Hans Zimmer and stuff like that.
What are your
Oh,
thoughts on
okay.
cannabis? Like, does it help influence
Oh,
your
let's see.
creativity,
we kind of
or
spoke.
We
kinda,
spoke about it
yes.
a little before we came. I actually dropped the bomb and told her I'm like technically straight edge. I smoke cigarettes, but
No.
I don't. Yeah, I know. I'm too young, but I've tried to stop a couple times, but I don't want to talk about that too much. But I don't. I've done it before, but I've never really made it my thing. You know, like that. Like it's not.
So are you pro or are you against? Or
No, I wouldn't say I'm against it.
okay.
I'm for it. Like it's I understand it, and everyone has their things and stuff like that. Like I smoke cigarettes, I can never like judge someone or be like against it or anything like that. You know,
how do you see it impacting the music industry?
the music industry, it's big. It's big. I mean, when you think about like mainstream stuff and just the limited topics, you know, we get a few artists that kind of break out of it and talk about other stuff, but that is a big part. Like that's a general topic, you know. It's not too many songs you hear where they're not talking about that. And I don't mind it. There's a lane for all that stuff. I listen to
Right.
so much different stuff, so I can never just be like against it, you know. I'll jam some of that stuff. I'll jam music that's like just to smoke to, and I don't even smoke. Like, you know, I respect it.
If you could see any edible created, what would it be
Mm,
and
I
why?
don't know. I guess I would have to go with like probably one of my favorite foods or something like
Yeah,
that.
what are your-
Like,
Yeah.
Your favorite comfort foods?
probably I like burgers a lot.
Nice.
So most of the time, like if I'm done working or I'm going
Yeah.
home or something like
I
that,
like burgers.
I be thinking about like just where can I go get like the best burger right now or the biggest burger, you know?
So your most recent project, Two Lovers.
Mm-hmm.
So I listened to that and I love that song.
That ties into what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like a lot. Yeah, and I was wondering if you had heard it when you were asking me about the cannabis and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, we can use that. Like,
Yeah,
we can
'cause
talk
he's
about
like
it.
he's like, you know, you want what'd you say? Basically, like you love the drugs or
It was
you love
Yeah, that was
me.
like-
you
it's a
love the
play-
drugs or you love
it's-
me.
When you dropped that line, I was like, man, that kind of like that was
I know
cut
it
real
makes you
deep
think.
with that, you know.
Yeah.
It's like because people probably see the song or the title and they're like, okay,
Well,
it's
well,
like
let's
Two
not
Lovers, you know?
give out too much. Let's drop it so everybody
Play
can
it.
hear it.
Yeah, let's hear it, and then we can talk about it. I love this song.
You could turn it up a little bit. It's right there. That's good. Yeah, I listened to it. I love this song. Your sound is it's just so different.
I'm able to do a lot when I'm
Yeah.
so hands-on.
I tried to, but I couldn't even do it. I tried to, but you left me looking stupid. I tried to, without you, yeah. My part two, I'm a victim of influence. I stopped you when I saw you going through it. When you're on the drugs, all you do is fade away. Addicted to love, cause that's just the risk we take.
Man, for the people watching live, y'all can't hear the music right now, but y'all hear it when we upload it to YouTube. Y'all will hear it. This shit's so hard.
This love is
They're like, what is
I
going
know
on?
they're just hearing us being quiet, but we're actually listening to.
We're vibing.
We're vibing, yeah.
Cause you won't compete, girl, I guess that makes two of us. Do you want me or you want the drugs?
Hey.
Could've gave you that addict love. Yeah, the shit you been asking for. If I'm a magician, it's magic love. From heaven is up above. Yeah. But
What
you get
experiences
on the
were you
drugs
thinking
and
about when you were
dangerous.
creating this song?
Shit that don't
We'll have to talk about that after. I'm too zoned out. It's too new for me to just. It's too fresh.
When did you drop this one?
On my birthday, April 26th.
Oh, okay. So it's still, yeah, it's
I
still
put it on
kind of
SoundCloud and then I probably put it on all platforms like a couple days ago, like 2-3 days ago.
Okay, cool. Hey.
Without you, yeah. My part two, I'm a victim of influence. I stopped you when I saw you going through it. When you're on the drugs,
I put a lot into that one. That was cool.
Addicted to love, 'cause that's just the
Ooh, did you get that one he sent you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I love that. So I think I know all your lyrics on that one.
I smashed that one. But yeah, Two Lovers. I mean, we can cut it out. But I think
You just turn it down a little bit. You can let it play.
The influence, that one, that's a story that's like long overdue for me to tell or really express through music.
Mm-hmm.
I had a relationship where I guess kind of the drugs kind of on their end, you know.
Right.
It ended up being an issue, and that song I really used it to play on the top, like the idea of two lovers. Like it's not like two people or anything like that. It's just like drugs and then me, basically. So it's like when they're competing and stuff like that, things kind of, you know, got complicated. And
Right.
I needed to express it through there, and I really like how that song came out.
Yeah, that song came out.
That's why I couldn't really talk
Really
while it was
nice.
playing.
Really,
Like, it's
really
too
nice.
fresh.
So who? Okay, I know you say you do it too, but like, do you usually produce all your own music, or do you have someone?
Everything except one song that I have out that's not a feature, I've done myself. I did one song, and it was another producer. We got it from online, like me and Mac. Yeah, me and Mac were
Hey,
just vibing
shout out Mac
Shout out Mac,
Deuce.
the engineer. That is my man. But and he pulled up something, and it was like, it was way more poppy than like normal. It kind of like skipped me forward a couple years because I know where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna, you know, be doing some pop stuff
Right,
like that.
yeah.
It was a song called What You Need, and shout out Pacific. I think they're like a team from like New Zealand or something like that.
Okay.
But they're badass. Like, they're badass. They got like, I think they got people like actual guitar players and all that kind of stuff, and they came up with some crazy stuff. Like
I feel personally, like I feel that it's just a matter of time before you blow up. Like that's just me personally, because
that's it. And it keeps
y'all
you-
really
keep
have
you
to sit
patient.
there and listen to this boy's music. Like y'all don't even know. Like he goes so hard. Like
I appreciate that.
yeah. Mm-mm.
Oh, that's Heartbreak. Man.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones. You know, as artists, we all get there like, oh, that's the one. That's gonna do something for me. Heartbreak was one of those for me. Like,
So do you do a lot of features?
not really. I don't.
Really?
And all of them have been free when I do it. When I do it, I gotta feel
Oh
it.
no,
I
you
gotta.
can't be doing no free features. You gotta start charging
I'm
people.
gonna stop, but it's like, you know, if someone hit me up that I don't have a connection with or know already, like, of course I'll charge. But when I do the features, it's just I gotta really feel the song.
Right.
I gotta be cool with the person, and that's the thing about Mac. Like, me and him, how we met and everything, it was just so genuine. And when I work with him, it gets me where I need to be. Kind of like I engineer, so I work with a lot of rappers and another kind of style of music. When I work with Mac and the people he's brought me around, it kind of allows me to be in my zone and my type of thing, you know. Like,
Right.
he understands it and connects to it. So even in his own music, when he's not engineering,
Yeah,
like,
because y'all did a song on his album.
yeah, it's called Love My Way.
Yeah.
That was
Yep.
cool too. That
Love
might
My
be
Way.
of
That
the
one
first
was hard.
ones.
I played a snippet of that earlier. I had posted on my story of your verse.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, that one went real hard. That was on one of his what was it? What was his album called? Was it Unexpected, I think?
I think it was something like
Yeah.
Mac
that.
Deuce.
Mac
And
Deuce, Unexpected, and
I was
has
making
Jalen.
fun of him because
Yeah.
my album was named Unforgettable. I was like, where'd you
Why
get
you
that
copying
from?
me,
Yeah.
huh? No, he's cool people. He always he always pushes, because I've been in the studio with him before when he's recording other artists, and I've seen him, like, he's real, I guess, like, he motivates a lot of people, and he like pushes them, nah, you
He's
could
a
do it better,
positive
you could do
spirit.
it this,
Yeah,
you could do it like
and
this, and
he has some knowledge on him too.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
knows what he's doing. So even me, for a long time, nobody touched any of my music at all. Like engineering, all that was all me, and it's still mainly me.
Yeah.
But now Mac's the only person. Like the way I met Mac, I was doing engineering for someone, and they brought in Mac to elevate it, like do the mix and masters and stuff and take it to the next level because I wasn't like at that level yet. So we were like all getting ready. I'm transferring the songs over for Mac and stuff like that, and he's playing like some of his mixes and some of the stuff he's done, and like instantly I just stopped and I'm like, okay, dude, I got something you need to hear. And I played him like all the rough versions of like Unforgettable, the album I dropped, and he fell in love with it. We literally locked in for like 3 days, like right after that, and we went in and I re-recorded some stuff. Like he took everything to the next level, and
Yeah.
it was that missing piece. Like I was sitting on that album for probably like a half a year or something like
Yeah.
that. When I met Mac, I put it out. Like
I notice a lot of artists do that. Like they'll make music and they'll just sit on it for a long time before
that
they
was
decide.
I was plotting. It was okay. That was my first album, you know, and I wanted everything to be right. It was way better and different from anything I had done. I was doing a whole bunch of singles, and it wasn't really doing much for me, you know. I was kind of just it wasn't much into it, but I took my time and I got a topic and a plan and everything that I can really like execute on and show my production, show who I am, who I'm gonna be. Like I wanted my first album to be a real introduction, and when I met Mac, he took it up there for me. Like, and that was the first, but like now that's the only person I'll let really touch my music.
Who have you networked with or collaborated with that has the highest following or platform that you would say?
Networked and collaborated. I would probably come through engineering.
Okay.
Yeah, just recording for artists. I had my pal Pasto. He introduced me to some TSF people. So I've done recording recently with a couple TSF people. So that's been pretty fun and cool. And also D Flowers. I really like working with him. Like he's pretty nice. Just a couple like Houston people that's really doing their thing, you know. It's been cool, and it helps me. It helps me a lot.
Do you cuz I don't want to say you kind of remind me of Extension.
Oh, yeah.
You kind of remind me of him a little bit, like in your music, just a little bit. Not, I think yours is more love and heartbreak, and his was more
a little
depression.
Yeah. And he was a little more aggressive.
Yeah.
R.I.P. him. I love
Yeah.
his music, and it's sad. I really started like catching on to it like right before he passed away and stuff like that. But I'd say he's had some influence on me a little bit. I've listened to his stuff. I honestly, it's weird. I like the aggressive like rap stuff more from him than the slower stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But I've listened to a lot of it.
Yeah. His
he was a great artist.
His music was pretty dope. So let me see. There was another song that I had listened to. Was it or was that What You Need? Is that the?
That's the pop one I was talking about. Though that's the one that I didn't do the beat for. That's the first one. Like me and Matt.
That was a different sound.
Yeah. That's where I'm going. I want to say that's where I'm going. That's where I'll end up, like that type of stuff. And it came so smooth and natural. Like Matt had called me over to do a feature for his artist Trill that he knows, and we did a song. And then we were just going through beats, and I was like, you know what, load that up. And I was just in the booth, and I vibed out. Like, it was cool. It was cool, and it was different. It was simple for me, you know? I didn't have to say much, but I went with how I felt, and it came out pretty cool, man. I love that song, too.
Who can you think that you can say that's been helping, like, kind of motivate you, like, push you to your, to your goals and things like that?
I would say my girlfriend. She's here with me today. You know? See, the thing is,
shout out, girlfriend.
Yeah. lately, I've been kind of letting the engineering take over because that's what pays the bills. And she'll always remind me, like every night when I'm coming home and we're just talking, I'm kind of winding down. She'll let me know, like, okay, you got to take some time for yourself. You know, you really got something. You need to work on it because I haven't worked on like my own stuff for a while, you know. I'm used to just being at home. Like everything I need is at home. I'm used to.
What does a typical day look like for you, especially with all this COVID madness going on?
Now, let's see. I honestly haven't. I've been trying my hardest not to let COVID affect me too much. So a day for me now. Honestly, I would have to kind of start backwards, start with the night. Cause I'll wake up. I'll wake up probably around like 4 or 5 o'clock.
See, like me, I'm pretty manic. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't stop working. I like staying up all night because I feel like I can get more work done.
I work all night, basically.
Yeah.
Well, most of the night. So I'll wake up probably like 3, 4, 5 o'clock.
I think most artists are like nocturnal.
I stay up all night because like nobody blows up my phone. You know, I got some empty space where I could just work, and nobody bugs me.
So I'll get up, get some food, then that's when I go work. You know, I'll do engineering sessions and stuff like that, and that's probably I'll get home like 4, 5, 6 a.m. Sometimes later. You know, I'll eat again and I play Xbox until I'm tired. I play Xbox until I'm tired. So the days where I'm working on my music or anything like that, it'll just be like if I'm kind of stuck over like off the last night or I'm not trying to sleep or anything like that, I'll have like that time, you know. I'll be up earlier throughout the day. But that's really been about it lately. I'm not gonna lie, I've been doing a lot of work and just that's been every day, this kind of the same routine, and I've been trying to like fit in some of my own music and stuff now and things I like to do, you know.
Now I don't want to put you on the spot here because your girlfriend's here.
No,
but
don't do him like that.
But okay, look, I'm just giving you a heads up, okay?
All right.
If you could escape anywhere in the world, who would it be with, if anyone, and where would it be?
Why is that putting me
And
on
smoke
the
a
spot?
cigarette.
Well, I don't know. You might not pick her.
Smoke cannabis.
You might not pick her.
It
Like,
could
I
be
don't know.
somebody famous.
Like, you could pick
know.
one person in the world and just escape with. Like, who would it be? I don't know. Maybe pick your mom, like, or your dad, or something like that. Grandma, grandpa. I don't know.
Let's see.
Maybe she gets hurt feelings because you said that.
For
Like,
how- No, you gotta define escape for me. Like, for how long? Like what are we doing? you
well,
know?
genuinely, I asked if you could escape and smoke anywhere. in
Well,
the
that's what I
world.
said. Smoke cigarette.
Okay, oh yeah, smoke a cigarette.
Smoke a cigarette anywhere in the world. A cigar.
I want to say, man, I gotta pick one person.
You see?
One person.
It shouldn't take this long, right? You should be like,
Nah, she'll understand. She'll understand.
she's like,
Cause I don't have to escape to go and like chill on my balcony and smoke a cigarette.
Right,
with
right.
her, or like relax with her, you know. So she'll understand. Me being the thinker I am, I'm trying to pick between Calvin Harris and Pharrell Williams. I'm trying to pick. I want to go with one of those and spend some time and kind of. I want to learn from it, you know.
I think
if I could do that, it's
for
gotta
real.
be- Maybe,
For
but I don't know. I mean, they've worked together, so I think Pharrell would understand if I went with Calvin. He's just okay. For people who don't know who he is, he's the person that brought together and made the songs. We got like Young Thug and like Ariana Grande and like Khalid and some Frank Ocean stuff and the Mingos and stuff like that, like Slide, Rollin'. Like he is I don't even know what to call him. He's in Pharrell's lane, like what Pharrell does, what Kanye does, like with bringing people together, bringing sound together. And I've watched him. He's all like analog, which means he's got real instruments and real stuff, and he puts this stuff together and brings together artists that people wouldn't normally hear. And he creates such a good sound like that I really like, and that's gonna last in the. Okay, I think a better example for people would be like DJ Khaled, but imagine if DJ
True.
Khaled like completely like did everything and it was it's like that, like, so I look up to people like that because I honestly feel like that's my end game, you know.
We the best.
Yeah.
what do you think draws out your creativity? Like, is there anything that you do, or maybe art, or I don't know?
I saw you playing with the yo-yo.
Like, is
I
that,
wouldn't say that draws out.
did that
that's
draw
like-
out creativity?
Nah, I mean that's just.
Yo-yoing?
I'm big on like, man, I'm big on just the fact that I'm multi-talented, so I'll do weird stuff like that.
He's
I
like,
just
I
like
ain't
people.
trying
He's
to
like,
know,
I'm
you
just
know?
me.
I'm just me, and I don't know. I say honestly, it's just knowing who I am again. Just I want to be able to show who I am and what I can do, and I feel like I'm pretty talented and good with what I do. So
What advice do you have for anybody that maybe is interested in becoming a part of the music industry
just start.
or just starting out?
Just start.
That's literally always going to be my advice because I know how long I took kind of thinking about so much and what I need and what I don't have and all
Right.
that. No, just start. When I was making beats, I had a PC with 2 gigabytes of RAM, and anyone that understands that, they know like I dealt with so much, but just
Yeah.
starting, you know, like my piano, I still have it to this day. I got it in middle school from a choir teacher because I would be skipping class to go into the theater and play like they had a baby grand in there. So end of the school year, he just gave me an extra piano that they had.
That's
And
dope.
Now, right
just
now,
art.
during COVID, everybody has their hashtag essentials. What would you say are your hashtag essentials?
Okay, I mean, I'm supposed to start with the mask, right? I'm supposed to just say the mask.
He's like,
but,
mask, social distance.
just general essentials or
Yeah, well, like your essentials to create music.
to create
Anything.
music. I need. I hate talking about these cigarettes.
It's like you're putting me on the spot. Golly, I don't like picking one thing.
I have to. Of course, I gotta be well fed. Make sure I ate. I have to.
He's like, can't be malnourished.
Right.
And honestly, because I start with making my beats, I just need that time and comfortability to just. I'll go over and I'll just play some keys. You know, I might play some songs I know or something like that. And a lot of the stuff that I get, it'll be songs I know, and I'll go and I'll be like, okay, that's a really nice chord, but how can I change it? You know, I don't want to
Yeah.
do it just like the song or anything like that. So I'll go in and piece stuff together. You know, I know my scales and stuff like that, and I'll start with a nice melody.
Man, I should have had you bring your piano.
I hate moving that thing. I probably would have been like, it's in the shop. But I'll start with that, and honestly, I'll let like a melody play like all day, like while I'm doing stuff. You know, I might just have it playing and get on the game. I might take a nap or something like that, and I'll kind of be writing throughout the day. I'll kind of be figuring out what I want to do. You know.
So are you more I mean, obviously, well, I would say, are you more of like a writer than just kind of like freestyling off the top of your head?
Yeah, for sure. But it's tricky because when I think about it, if anyone thinks about it, a lot of people when they write and stuff, a lot of that stuff's kind of like freestyle too, you know.
Yeah.
So I'll get 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna write the hook. I'm 100% write the hook. Sometimes I'll write a verse and that'll end up being like a second verse, which I don't do much of. A lot of my songs are like one verse and like an elaborate outro or intro, like.
Yeah.
But so I'll write a hook. Sometimes I freestyle like verses, like Heartbreak. I freestyle kind of, you know. Sometimes I know when I need to just be in the booth already and feeling it. But the thing is, I write while I make my beats most of the time. So most of the time I have it all, you know, written out before I go, because that's a whole nother program to record it. And my process it runs deep. You know, I'll take the beat how it is, record over it. Then I'll take the acapella, put that back where I made the beat, and kind of shape the beat more around it and make it more cinematic, because I have that understanding of like song format and where I'm going, you know, your climaxes in the song, the intro and stuff like that. And what separates me and what makes my music what it is that I understand really how to carry emotion and emphasize certain parts and make people feel things.
Yeah,
that they need to
exactly.
feel. Yeah.
Exactly.
So all that starts and comes from like how hands-on I am with everything, like making the beat and all kind of stuff, vocal layering. Like I put a lot into what I do. Yeah.
So y'all did a song. You and Mac did a song together. You did a feature. The song's called "Love My Way," right? You have that?
Yes.
Go ahead and play that.
Cool. A disclaimer. I'm gonna put him on the spot.
Sorry, Mac. We had to play that. You knew we were gonna play
But
that.
he wrote his verse after mine. I'm just gonna say that. You know, I inspired him.
He's like, hey.
You need me to send it to you?
No, I haven't. I think I do. You sent it to me, right?
I didn't
No,
send
no,
it to
it's
you.
not
He
that.
sent it to you.
Oh, give me
Oh,
one sec.
which one are we talking about? Because the one you just said
Oh, wait.
isn't the one I sent him.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Yeah, I think I sent you that one. Yeah, play "Love My Way."
The
Sorry.
one I sent him is Breaking My
Yeah,
Heart.
Yeah.
break my heart. Sorry.
Breaking Your Heart.
Okay.
I don't know what he named it.
So we're gonna play "Break Your Heart." right
Yeah,
now.
play that. That's the one I was talking about. Sorry, guys. But yeah, y'all can look up "Love My Way" too on YouTube and stuff.
Breaking Your Heart was something he emailed me, and I was like, I love it. Honestly, I was just talking to him about like Joji and stuff. That's another person. My girlfriend introduced me to his music and stuff.
What?
And it's a song that he has that's really good. And I was just like, okay, I need some beats like that. And
He's
stuff.
pretty popular. Like he's pretty popular with. I don't want to say tweens, but
Yeah.
I mean tweens. He's
And the
Tweens.
next day, like Max sent me that song, and I was like, this is the type of beat I needed. I gotta get on it.
I love this song.
So it's him, and then
I think I have this song on my phone.
yeah, he's on the hook. Then the first verse is I think his name is Bandana. I haven't met him yet, but he did his thing on there.
Yeah.
So
even Mac went hard on this song too. That's Mac right there.
yeah.
Mac.
Hey. I'll start singing along. Is that the right one? Okay. Yeah, this is. Okay.
Mac always surprises me.
Now, who is that on the first verse?
I think his name is Bandana. I need to meet him because he did his thing on that song. They just sent it to me and I was like, oh yeah, I'll do my thing.
I think I was in the studio when they recorded this song. I sure was.
I wish I was there.
I was. I sure was at the studio that night they recorded.
I think I know which night she's at. I was like, I think I know which night.
No, I was there. I remember.
Yeah.
Cause the one that the guy on the first verse, he was sitting in a chair when he was doing the verse.
Man.
I was like, how you gonna sit down? I felt like I would stand up.
Yeah, he snapped on that.
Alright, go man.
I was like, bro, this is right up my lane. Like, we want to talk
Like,
about
I'm feeling
heartbreak.
the vibes.
So I had to come on this song with a chip on my shoulder. Like, y'all talking about heartbreak.
There you go.
We could do this.
That's funny.
Remember when you was beside of me, talking crazy but behind the scenes. You say I'm breaking your heart. Tell me what's broken heart to me. I've been through some things you won't believe. When you look in my eyes, I know you see this pain I hold inside. I dug it deep, yeah. We had to stand still. My heart is a landfill. Since you got a shovel and through all this dirt.
I love this song.
I know you planned it, yeah. I know you feel abandoned. You say I'm breaking your heart. You knew who I was from the start. I never could tell a lie. Why you acting like you surprised? Oh, now I'm by myself again. Feels like
Go,
I lost a limb. I always told the truth. You just can't trust again. Oh no, if you wanna talk about damage, then look at my scars. Girl, we done made it this far. You put me through so much, but you say I'm breaking your heart.
He went so hard on it. Yeah. I love his verse. I love your verse.
Thank you. I had to do my thing. Like, Matt keeps sending me this stuff.
Yeah. But he don't put it out. What the heck?
Man, I don't know. He told me once we get artwork, he'll put that one out.
Yeah.
And then nothing happened. He's trying to, the one he wants me to do now, though. He's ready for that one. I just haven't had time to do the verse. I was supposed to do it before this so he can use it, but
Oh, yeah,
busy.
that's right. He told me this.
I've been too busy.
Nice.
Oh, dope. So if people are trying to if they're trying to get a hold of you or want a feature or anything like that, where can they find you at?
I would say Instagram is where I'm most active.
Okay.
So that's Jalen Creations, plural. JalenCreation.
That's what you need that he's playing. Sorry. I'm like, I
That
already
is
know
what
the
you
song.
need.
See?
Yeah, that's the one that I didn't make the beat for, and I just heard it,
And it looks like all your music is available on a variety of platforms. I see Spotify,
Yeah.
Apple.
most of them, yeah.
Apple
I don't
Music.
do Google and YouTube on purpose because I don't want I don't want things clashing if I go to do videos and stuff like that. I want to
Okay.
make sure that, royalties and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so me knowing that I haven't done videos yet, I have a few that are on there, but I stopped putting them up there.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
They even started putting my stuff on TikTok. I don't even use TikTok.
Nah.
My
What?
girlfriend uses TikTok.
Yeah. I just found out about these TikTok challenges type thing.
Really? You
I
don't-
mean, I'm late
Oh,
to the...
don't you follow me? Like, you don't
Well,
see my TikTok
I'm
stuff?
I'm pretty well known
I only did like
in the
TikTok.
Triller. I don't know if you've ever heard of Triller,
Yeah,
but
I heard of
I'm
Triller.
pretty well known in the Triller.
I started
Yeah.
putting, look,
So-
I'm gonna tell you, I started putting my stuff on TikTok because, okay, I was in high school with, I'm sure you guys know, Tisa Korean and everyone like that, and they live on TikTok. They are huge. Like, anytime you
blow
go,
up
like,
on there.
if my
Yeah.
girlfriend gets on hers right now and scrolls, I'm sure we'll hear their songs, and I'm so proud of them. Like, their whole group, like, I'm proud of them, and they do some things through TikTok. So I'm like, yeah, that's where I need to be too. So shout out to them. Yeah.
Hey, so y'all better use Jalen's music on TikTok. Shit.
Definitely.
All right, Jalen. Well, it was nice interviewing you.
Thank you.
For sure.
Some of us were a little late, so
Yeah, my bad.
Don't call anyone out.
Yeah, my
not saying
bad.
no names.
It was me. I drove
Evan.
10 minutes in the wrong direction.
Evan.
So I had to drive 10 minutes back in the right direction.
So you guys, make sure y'all follow Jalen on Instagram at Jalen Creations.
Yes, ma'am. And I think that's on Twitter as well. I barely use it, but I think it's Jalen Creations on Twitter as well. That might be about it. I don't use Snapchat much.
Sweet. Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate you coming out here and chatting with us.
Thank you.
All right. Well, you guys, make sure you guys tune in next week. Follow me on Instagram at Your One Shorty J, and follow Evan on Facebook.
At Southern Kisses Dispensary, check out the products.
Oh,
we
and
also have...
Yeah, you created an Instagram account
Yes.
too. I forgot.
We have Instagram because a lot of our guests were like, why don't you have an Instagram?
Right.
And I was like, sorry.
You gotta
But
have one.
Yeah, we have an Instagram now, and we have all our products up there. We have face masks, all kinds of crazy stuff, so check it out.
All right. Dope. All right. Well, we'll tune in next week.
Peace out.
Peace out.